Good morning, my diamonds, my TikTokers, my Teletubbies. Trump or Kamala for president? There's this guy out here, he's taking a survey and he's asking people as he's going along in the streets, Trump or Kamala? Let's take a listen. Woo, child.
Excuse me, sir. Trump or Kamala for president?
Who, what?
Trump or Kamala for president?
Kamala.
Excuse me, sir? Trump or Kamala?
Kamala.
What would you say to Trump if he was here right now?
I wouldn't talk to him.
Excuse me, sir? Trump or Kamala for president?
Kamala.
Trump or Kamala?
What are you talking about?
For president, Trump or Kamala?
Kamala. Fuck Trump.
You were the first person to say Kamala.
Right.
I don't really like her.
Well, I don't care.
What would you say to
Trump? Trump's an asshole. He belongs in jail.
Excuse me, sir. Trump or Kamala for president?
Who, what?
Trump or Kamala
Oh my
for president?
God, he belongs
Kamala.
in jail, they said. Oh my God.
Excuse me, sir? Trump or Kamala?
Kamala.
What would you say to Trump if he was here right now?
I wouldn't talk to him.
Excuse me, sir? Trump or Kamala for president?
Kamala.
Trump or Kamala?
What are you talking about?
For president, Trump or Kamala?
Kamala. Fuck Trump.
You were the first person to say Kamala.
Right.
I don't really like her.
Well, I don't care.
What would you say to
Trump? Trump's an asshole. He belongs in jail.
Excuse me, sir. Trump or Kamala?
And now we're going to see, out of the mouths of babes come forth wisdom. Let's take a listen to how children view Donald Trump.
Please welcome Art.
No.
Why not?
He treats people badly, and that's why I don't think he's smart.
What's one nice thing you can say about Donald Trump?
He has kind of cool hair, I think.
He has cool hair? Whose hair is cooler? His or yours?
Mine.
Donald Trump has a lot of nicknames for people like Crooked Hillary, Rocket Man. Do you have a nickname for him?
Poop Face. Mr. Tiny Hands.
Cheeto.
Can you do an impression of him?
It's gonna be great.
We are going to build a wall, and it will be huge.
I will build a wall. A big one.
China. Here's your paper dolls.
Can you do an impression of the president for us?
You're fired.
Art?
No.
Why not?
He treats
And here's some further information.
2 days ago, Donald Trump was here in North Carolina. He said he was going to talk about the economy. I think you all watched. You know what I'm about to say. But he offered no serious plans to reduce costs for middle-class families. No plan to expand access to housing or health care. And that, actually, I think for most of us, was not surprising. Because we already know his plans. We know the Project 2025 agenda. So there's a choice in this election. Donald Trump's plans to devastate the middle class, punish working people, and make the cost of living go up for millions of Americans. 2 days ago, Donald Trump was here in North Carolina.
Okay, I want to share something else with you. I think Americans right now, our main concern is the high cost of rent. Food prices are astronomical. Utilities, the cost of living in itself. I think that's our main concern. I think every human being on the planet have a right to have a roof over their head and at least food to eat. What do you think? And the main thing that I'm looking at right now is I'm focusing on when Kamala does what people are interested in. I'm looking at this new content creator, and I like his content because he's educated. He talks about important things, and I really enjoyed this. Let me share this with you.
When is Kamala gonna fix the rent prices?
She's not even the president yet.
Yeah, but couldn't she have done it as VP?
Oh, I hate her!
She said she wants to put a cap on rent when she is president.
The landlords are just running a...
You see what she said? She wants to put a cap on these rent prices. So that's one great point. Got my vote. A cap on these rent prices.
business.
I thought you just wanted the rent to be capped.
Rent should be capped. These landlords are getting out of control. I can't pay my rent.
But she offered a solution. So what type of solution do you want?
The solution is for her to lose Shin and stop running for president. Also, my groceries are too expensive.
Okay, well, Kamala also said that she wants to stop price gouging.
What does that even mean? She's gonna raise the price of food.
No, she wants to put like an illegal. She wants to make it illegal to price gouge.
So now she's gonna make laws oppressing business owners. How heartless can
I thought you wanted to pay less for groceries.
I don't want a solution. I only want her to fix.
Okay.
Sorry, Kamala.
What other thing would you like done that Kamala won't do?
Look, I know Kamala made a commitment to lower prices, but I believe she's going to take our tax dollars and ruin the country.
No president is ever going to say they're going to ruin this country on purpose. So what do you want?
Trump!
Not what do you not
Kamala!
want?
There is nothing she can do unless she turned into a man, turned 82, and changed her name to
That doesn't
Donald
make any
Trump.
sense.
Trump's going to save us all. Kamala's going to make us fall. Kamala doesn't have the balls. When is Kamala going to fix the rent prices?
She's not even the president yet.
Yeah, but couldn't she have done it as VP? Oh, I hate her!
She said she wants to put a cap on rent when she is president.
The landlords are just running a business.
I thought you just wanted the rent to be capped.
Rent should be capped. These landlords are getting out of control. I can't pay my rent.
But she offered a solution. So what type of solution do you want?
The solution is for her to lose Shin and stop running for president. Also,
That's what they want. They want her to be a man. You got to be 82 years old. Are we kidding here?
Kamala Harris just says something that will absolutely be the difference in this election.
I will work to pass the first ever federal ban on price gauging on food. My plan will include new penalties for opportunistic companies that exploit crises and break the rules.
Now, here's why this is so important. Just a day before Kamala Harris came out and said that she was going to focus on taking the price gougers to task, Donald Trump had come out and said that he was also worried about high prices, but that the reason that there were high prices wasn't because of these food retailers who were making money hand over fist and raking in record profits, but instead blamed it on Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. And so, in effect, Donald Trump is giving a pass to the people who are actually responsible for this by casting the blame instead on his political opponents. Meaning if he becomes president, we won't see lower prices because he is not holding the people who are responsible for the high prices to account in the first place. So that is the difference on full display. You've got Kamala Harris who's actually holding the people responsible for record high prices to account, or you've got Donald Trump who is allowing them cover so that he can use the high prices to attack his political opponent to help himself. Think about which one's better for you. Kamala Harris just says something that will...
I know a lot of us are mainly focusing on these high rents, these high mortgages, this high cost of food. You can't afford anything. I feel sorry for the millennials and Generation Z because, I mean, these this generation, they can't even afford to leave home. They can't afford a house. They can't afford an apartment. They can't afford much of anything. And that's why you hear the children who have enough wisdom. Here we go, Mom. Go ahead.
This country is literally destroying the middle class because the haves, they're having, and the have-nots are really struggling.
I hear that.
I don't know how much more I can help my adult kids. And don't come at me and say, oh, well, they stop eating avocado and toast in Starbucks. They don't work hard enough. Get fucked, first of all. My oldest daughter is working 6 days a week, 12-hour days, while pregnant.
It is so refreshing to hear somebody from our parents' generation acknowledge that the struggles of millennials have nothing to do with avocado toast and coffee. Keep preaching, girl. I can't imagine that this rant is going to take a wrong turn anywhere.
Her husband couldn't work because they couldn't afford daycare.
Oh, I know, right. Isn't it sad how so many people today can't afford to have children and start a family because you need two people working to pay the bills, but childcare costs more than a full-time job pays? Imagine the difference it would make in so many people's lives if instead of giving wealthy people another tax cut, we had something like subsidized childcare.
She is working 6 days a week, 12-hour days, while pregnant, to try to save as much as they possibly can. Finally purchased this home. They pay $1,800 a month. I got a house for $220,000 as well back in 2014. My mortgage is only $1,100 a month. because my interest rate was so much better.
Oh, I know. Do not get me started on housing affordability. It is almost impossible for millennials to find an entry-level home within their means, and it's almost impossible to save for it because rent is so damn expensive. But huge congrats to her for being able to get their first home. That is awesome.
She's still working her butt off 6 days a week, 12 hours a day. She goes and delivers a full human and only takes 2 days off from work after delivering her baby because she can't afford not to.
That is a tragic story and unfortunately a reality for far too many parents in our country. I'm so excited that my state passed paid maternity leave that'll be taking effect next year to help people like your daughter through those kinds of situations. But while policies like that are a norm in the developed world, they are a rarity here in the United States. Imagine what parents' lives could be like if we prioritized their lives a little bit more than welfare for the wall.
And there you have it, my darlings. I had to cut this short because I have to get ready to head out to the office. But like I said, Kamala Harris or Donald Trump? Which one do you think is going to be more suitable and more helpful when it comes to rent control? These high prices and everything is just spiraling out of control. Leave your comment in the comment area because I got to head out. I wanted to go further into this.
As you guys know, I love...
Finally figured out why us...
Wow. Millennials are so upset with inflation. What?
Millennials are so upset with inflation and the cost of housing. The obvious is that it's a struggle. But we grew up in the 1980s and 1990s, and we got to see the most flourishing middle class ever. Our parents were all middle class, working amazing jobs.
I'm sorry. I just saw...
Is anybody else waiting for the economy to...
Wow.
So for years, they've been...
I'm sorry. Anyway, I just got caught up. But I'm going to do more on the economy here and which candidate looks like is going to help resolve the problems more. One thing I notice here, I just want to close...
Excuse me, sir. Trump or Kamala for president?
Who, what?
Trump or Kamala for president?
Kamala. Excuse me, sir? Trump or Kamala?
Kamala.
What would you say to Trump if he was here right now?
I wouldn't talk to him.
Excuse me, sir? Trump or Kamala for president?
Kamala.
Trump or Kamala?
What are you talking about?
For president, Trump or Kamala?
Kamala. Fuck Trump.
You were the first person to say Kamala.
Right.
I don't really like her.
Well, I don't care.
What would you say to...
Trump? Trump's an asshole. He belongs in jail.
Excuse me, sir. Trump or Kamala for president?
And there you have it, folks. The people have spoken. Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle.